Okay, colleagues, thank you very much. Thank you for convening in this meeting. What we have now is a very unique opportunity. Okay, not yet there. Okay, I stop and start, so bear with me. It's my day today. It's Uti and our day, 2 days of stopping and starting, reflecting, turning backwards, going forward.
Finishing today.
Yeah.
Finishing today.
Assalamu alaikum. Good morning, everyone. I'm not sure if you can hear me. Can you see me?
Yes, good morning, Excellency. We can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
Yes, okay, great.
I can
Thank
hear
you.
you and I can see you.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. So, colleagues, let me open this session. We're honored to have with us for the next half an hour His Excellency Dr. Sultan, who's the incoming COP presidency. He's joining us from I think from Beijing or somewhere where you were. Abu Dhabi, okay,
No,
great. I thought you were in
I
Beijing. Good, you're in home. Welcome, Your Excellency. We're honored on behalf of Uti and myself to welcome you to this Transitional Committee meeting on our last day when we're getting very close to conclude our work. So, colleagues, His Excellency Dr. Sultan is joining us. He's going to give us a brief address, and then we're going to open the floor for questions.
Great. Well,
please go ahead, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. And yes, you're right. I was in China earlier this morning, and just a quick correction. I don't intend to spend half an hour. I just thought that I would come in with a quick intervention with the hope that this would help facilitate or enable a better understanding of what is required and the task at hand. But before I do that, allow me first to begin by thanking my dear colleagues and friends at the Arab Republic of Egypt for hosting and organizing the fourth meeting of this Transitional Committee for Loss and Damage. Allow me also to thank all the committee members and everyone involved for their hard work and their dedication in getting this off the ground. In my dedication and your commitment in getting the job done. I just want to make sure that everyone understands that it is beyond our level to decide whether we deliver or not. We have no choice but to deliver. This is what the world expects from us today. And that is the mandate that has been given to this very important Transitional Committee for loss and damage. So I don't want anyone to think that this committee was created for us to bring our agendas and try to maximize value to cater for our own interests. We have a job to deliver. As we all know, what I have been conducting as a co-president designate hasn't been done before. And while I appreciate and fully respect all the work that has been carried out over the past years, we're taking this task differently. We mean business. We mean deliverables. We mean results. We mean solutions. We want to deliver a game-changing COP. And to do that, we must come with a completely different mindset. A mindset that is centered around hard work, delivery, results, and ensuring that what was promised in previous COPs gets delivered. So with that mindset, what was promised in Sharm el-Sheikh, I have no choice but to deliver in Dubai. It is not up to me. This is the mandate I was given. And this is what we all have signed up to. What was promised in Sharm el-Sheikh must be delivered in Dubai. I do acknowledge all the hard work of all the TC members, and I fully respect and commend the co-chairs, OT and Richard, for their commitment, for their dedication, for their hard works, and all of my colleagues in the room. We must come to terms with the reality. The reality is that business as usual will not allow for us to deliver a game-changing COP. And if you're serious and if we're genuinely interested, then we have to shift gears. And I have to tell you that we are out of time. We are out of time. Time is our enemy today. Just like how I always refer to climate change and emissions as our enemy, time has become our enemy because we've been dragging our feet. This committee must produce clear and clean and strong recommendations so we can get the broader membership on board by November 30. This is the only way to get this done. And I am convinced that nothing is beyond your capability. I am convinced that all of the issues at hand are solvable. So please, don't leave this job to anyone else. I expect you to deliver. And I also want you to note that I am eager to help. Please know this. I am eager to help. I stand ready to engage with anyone and everyone to support your work in Aswan. And of course, towards the adoption at COP28 and delivery thereafter. Our objective is very clear. I said it many times before. I said it just now and a minute ago, and I'm going to repeat myself one more time. What was promised in Sharm el-Sheikh must be delivered in Dubai. And allow me to say this with full respect. It is not up to us. We have to deliver. On my side, I have been very vocal, and I have been very clear, and I have been focusing on calling for early pledges that can capitalize the fund and that can make this fund real. I don't want this to be an empty bank account. This committee has to deliver its recommendations, and the COP will have to make the decision of operationalizing and activating the fund. And that cannot be done by only talking. We have to start gearing up all the necessary pledges. And that's what I've been focused on. In the years since COP27, millions, I don't have to say this, you really know this already and maybe even know it more than I do. Only in this year, since COP27, millions of people have continued to suffer the devastating impact of climate change. What are we doing about it? We continue to deliberate, we continue to negotiate, we continue to go in circles. I am sorry. I repeat, I fully respect you, I fully appreciate all the efforts. If I don't see real and tangible results, that will not be acceptable. I look forward, my dear friends, my dear colleagues, I do look forward to receiving your recommendations. And yes, if you do need some extra hours or maybe an extra day in Aswan, I am sure that my friends and brothers and colleagues in Egypt will facilitate and will accommodate. The eyes of the whole world are on you today, just like how they're going to be on us in Dubai at the COP. We have no choice but to deliver, and we must deliver it now in order for us to show the world how different we are and how we can make things happen. Again, with my full respect, with my full appreciation, please, let's get this one right and let's get it done. I thank you, and I thank you for giving me the opportunity to participate with how I feel today. And I know that you all feel for me, and I know that you will all appreciate how direct, how honest, and how transparent I am with what I really want to achieve. I thank you again.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Those are indeed encouraging words and also reaffirming words of the work that we have to do in front of us. I think the COP presidency, incoming COP presidency, was clear to us colleagues. We need to shift gear. We need to think and do things differently. We need clean and clear and strong recommendations. Nothing is beyond us at this point. We have a mandate to deliver to the COP presidency these recommendations so that the COP presidency can allow for a smooth transition and the adoption of our recommendations at COP28. So thank you very much, Your Excellency, for those words of encouragement and also stern words, and we thank you for that, and we look forward to handing over our recommendations to you as soon as possible. So thank you very much for joining us, Your Excellency. Thank you.
Thank you. I look forward to seeing you all soon. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, colleagues, so we're going to just give me a moment to talk with Uti and we'll... Okay, colleagues, thank you very much. So what we're going to do now is, Uti and I are just going to formally introduce our document to the plenary, and then we will then suspend the meeting to allow for constituencies to continue to work. So we just want to, for the purpose of being transparent and open and inclusive, introduce our document. I will go through it extremely briefly. I believe it has been posted online for those colleagues that aren't here that have comments. No, I'm not taking comments. So the document you have in front of us, we were mandated yesterday by our colleagues. We were mandated yesterday by colleagues to go off and work on a text. Is there a point of order there? What is the point of order? I need the procedural point of order, please. Not a substance issue. Point of order.
I mean, I'm not understanding the process here. I don't understand how a co-facilitator can say I'm going to just introduce the text and then close it without any comments, and then we go off to our respective constituencies. I'm just not understanding
So thank
how
you,
that
Diane.
works.
That is not a point of order. We will explain what we're doing right now to you, but the point of order is that we have violated the rules of procedure, and we have not done that. So I'm ruling that that is not a point of order. Let me again continue for the sake of those who are not with us. So Uti and I were mandated to go off and look at producing a text to come back to colleagues so that we can continue our work with a view to resolve the matters before we finish the meeting right now. The text has three parts, part 1, part 2, part 3. Part 1 deals with the matters that were unresolved in relation to the location of the fund, and there are a number of options that we have to still consider. Colleagues, the reason why this is not part of the second part of the document is because these matters are not necessarily resolved in a governing instrument or terms of reference text. This is essentially would be a standalone recommendation that would be taken up by COP in the appropriate place. The second part of the text is where Uti and I believe we've come to in terms of the terms of reference and the governing instrument of the fund. We have tried to present a balanced text that reflects the different views of constituencies. Some issues are in brackets because we believe that those are not yet resolved. Other issues are not in brackets, and those are really our proposals on where we believe there's convergence. The third part and final part of our document is the part on the funding arrangements, where we believe, where we've looked at the various submissions that have been made by the constituencies and the discussions that have been held in TC1 to TC4, as well as the two expert dialogues, the Glasgow dialogue, and these reflect where we believe there may be a potential way forward. There are still some brackets on text where we noted that there hasn't been enough time, or there may be outstanding views. So that's the document. We will continue to work on the document throughout the day. Therefore, what I'm going to do is suspend the session and allow for constituencies to go back and reflect on that, and then I guess we'll resume formally in the session after lunchtime, where we will start to consider the documents formally when in a negotiating setting. At this moment in time, we expect this to remain in an open setting. On that, thank you. I'm going to suspend the session.
For the record, the flag is up, and I did not get the opportunity to speak, so please bear that in mind. Thank you.
Thank you very much, but we are not taking comments in the session. We were just introducing the document for the broader public, and we had agreed that we would suspend the session. When we come back to the plenary, we can give you the floor, but at this point, we're not taking comments on the document, as has been requested by various constituencies. Thank you very much. I'm suspending the session. I guess the developing countries will meet in this room, and the developed countries will meet in the other room. Yeah, thank you very much.